Okay, welcome all to the online classes. Today we are going to start with the new topic, that is measure of central tendency, that is mean, median, and mode and range in statistical methods. This is the topic second. We had completed with the introduction of statistical method, limitations, advantages, disadvantages, merits, demerits, and application of stats and the basic mean of data, the use of data, and how to present the data. We had studied the two types of presentation of data, that is diagrammatically and graphically. In diagrammatically, the pie chart and the bar chart is the important, and in graphically, we just draw the histogram, draw the ogive, we draw the curves, and through the mode of graphical representation of data, we can analyze the situation. So we had completed the introduction and all that. Now the second topic, that is measure of central tendency. And in measure of central tendency, as the name itself defines that, you are going to measure out some values within the central range. And the first is mean, second is median, third is mode, and fourth one is the range. These are the main topics under the measure of central tendency. So we are going to start with mean. And before starting the mean, we are just going to some vocabulary review. That sum, what do you mean by the sum? The answer to an addition problem is known as sum. Addend, the numbers you added together to get the sum. In future perspective, I always use the numbers as addend. The numbers which we are going to add is known as addend. Okay. Suppose 6 plus 9 are the numbers in which we are need to add. These are known as addend and is equals to 15. Okay. Now definition. Mean means average. The basic mean, the basic definition of mean, that is the meaning of mean is average. Here you are going to calculate the average. Whatever the data provided to you, you need to calculate the average. That is called mean. Or you can also say that it is arithmetic mean. It is a arithmetic mean. So definition, mean the average of group of numbers. Now for example, if some group of numbers is given to you, in front of you there are 2 comma 5 comma 2 comma 1 comma 5. Now he is asking what is the average of the group of numbers given to you, or what is the mean of the numbers given to you. So first of all, you just do the addition of all these numbers. How many numbers are provided in front of you? 2, 5, 2, 1, 5. That means total number is 5 numbers are provided to. If we just do the addition of these numbers, 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 1, 10, 10 plus 5, 15. That means the addition of these number is equals to 10, and we need to divide by the total numbers, that is 5. 15 divided by 5, it come out to be 3. So the average of these numbers are come out to be 3, or you can say the mean or arithmetic mean of these numbers are 3. Okay. So arithmetic mean or average, one and the same thing, and you had already very well much aware about the average. You are always calculating the average in your day-to-day life. एक एवरेज स्पीड अगर अपन निकालते तो किस तरह से निकालते हैं? How do we calculate the average speed when you are driving the vehicle? Someone is saying that what is your speed of coming to the college from your home? So you are just saying that 60 kilometer per hour. That 60 kilometer per hour is the average speed, not the constant speed. You cannot move with the constant speed. somewhere you have to slow down, somewhere you have to accelerate, somewhere you have to make yourself stop on the red light and all that. So at that time your speed becomes 0, somewhere it becomes 80, somewhere it becomes 100, somewhere it becomes 40. So when you are just join up all the average of speeds, you are just joining all the speeds and divided by the total time, then it is called average speed. Okay, so in the very same way you can bring out the average for any number or any data which is given to you. Mean is found by evening out the numbers 25215 when with the same example, and it is nothing, it is having the same meaning, that is you are going to calculate the average adding all the numbers divided by the total numbers. This is called the average, arithmetic mean or mean. Any doubt? Yes, anybody is having any doubt in finding out the mean? Okay, let's discuss one more example. Find the mean of group of numbers. The first step is add all the numbers 8, 10, 12, 18, 22, 26. You just add up all these numbers. The summation come out to be 96. Now divide the sum by the number of addends. By the number of addends. How many number of addends are there? There are 6 addends. Okay. So 96 will be divided by 96 will be divided by 6, and the answer which is come out is known as the average. Okay. So here you just see that 16 is the average. Clear? The mean or average of these number is 16. If you want to do the calculation by yourself, you can just go and check it out. Yes, any problem? Do you find any problem till to here when finding the average? I think it is most simplest calculations and most simplest topic of measure of central tendency. Okay, so we hope that there is no problem in finding out the average. What is mean of these numbers? Three numbers are given to you 7, 10, 16. What is the mean of these numbers? So for finding out the mean or average, you just add these numbers 7 plus 10, 17, 17 and 16, 33. 33 divided by 3, it comes out to be 11. So 11 is the average of these numbers. So I feel that there is no problem in calculating the average, arithmetic mean or mean. What is the mean of these numbers? Yes, 2, 9, 14, 27. 2, 9, 14, 27. What is the average of these numbers? Tell me. The average is given in front of you, that is 13. But I request all of you, take your pen and paper and start calculating by yourself and bring out the solution. If the solution matches to your slide, then it is okay.
So 52 divided by 4.
Should I move forward? Pardon, please.
52 divided by 4, 13.
Your voice is not clear. Hello? Hello? Yes, Shweta?
Divided by 4, 13.
Yeah. 2 plus 9 plus 14 plus 27 divided by 4 come out to be 13. So this is the way you are going to calculate out the average or arithmetic mean or mean. Okay. What is the mean of these numbers? 1 plus 2 plus 7 plus 11 plus 19 divided by 5. You will get 8. Okay. So these are some examples, or very simple examples. You can go through the examples of various type of data provided in the many reference books. Okay. I had already uh, given up you the names of the reference books. Either you can purchase the reference book, or if you don't want to purchase, you can go to the google.com. There you find a lot of questions, a PDF available related to the average or mode or median and all that. What is the mean of these numbers? 26 plus 33 plus 41 plus 52 divided by 4. It come out to be 38. Now, we come to the next topic, that is median. Define median. Median is in the middle. Median is in the middle, or more in a layman definition, we can say that any data which is provided to you, a sequence of data is provided to you, or you are asked to find out the middle value. The middle value is known as the median. So first of all, you have to arrange the set of data in increasing order from lowest to highest or highest to lowest. You may go any way. Either you just start from the lowest to the highest, arrange the data from lowest to the highest, and by counting, if there is 9, suppose if I am providing 9 digits to you, then what is the middle value? Which one is the middle value? Which one is the middle value? If 9 values are given to you, yes, anyone can tell to me? If 9 numbers or 9 numbers of data is provided to you, then which one is the middle? कौन सी पोजीशन पे मिडिल नंबर होगा?
5.
फिफ्थ पोजीशन पे मिडिल नंबर होगा. एग्जैक्टली दोनों तरफ से आप काउंट करेंगे, यू फाइंड दैट द फिफ्थ इज इन द मिडिल पोजीशन. और फिफ्थ पोजीशन पे जो भी नंबर होगा, डेटा होगा, दैट इज योर मीडियन आफ्टर अरेंजिंग द डेटा इन अ सीक्वेंस. ओके, when you arrange the data in the sequence from lowest to highest, and after when you just find that this number is in the middle, that is this position is in the middle, so that number which stands on the middle position is known as the median. Now if I'm saying that if I provide 10 numbers or 10 digits to you, okay, if I provide 10 digits to you, then what is the median and how do we calculate the median out of the, here I'm repeating that once the number are provided in odd fashion, then easily you can find out the middle value. When the data or the series is provided in the even fashion, that is even number of data is provided to you, then how will you identify the middle one? How will you find out the middle value? अगर मैंने आपको 10 डेटा प्रोवाइड कर रखे हैं, you just arrange the data in the increasing order, step first, okay, and when you start counting from left hand side, so you don't find that which one is the middle, okay. The fifth and sixth position, when you start counting from the right hand side, you just find that the fifth and sixth position, you are not able to decide which one is the middle value. So in that case, how will you find out the median? Are you getting my point? Yes, are you getting my point? Just see, I'm taking one example. By the mean of example, you are going to understand how to find out the median for the odd series and for the even series. Median, the middle number in the set of ordered numbers. The middle number in the set of ordered numbers. Here the data which is provided to you, it is in odd fashion. When you start counting from the left hand side, 1, 3, 7. that is 1 2 3. When we are start counting from right hand side, 1 2 3, so we find that almost 3 appears on 7, and which is from both the side. So 7th is the middle number, and it is known as the median of the given data. And you observe that it is already arranged in a sequence starting from the lowest to the highest. So somewhere the data is provided to you, but it is not arranged in a sequence, that is in the increasing order. So first you have to arrange in the increasing order, and after that you just find it out the median. So more clearly we can say the median is nothing. Median is the middle number in a set of ordered numbers. Clear? Median is the middle number in the set of ordered numbers. Now, sorry, yes. How to find out the median in a group of numbers? And now you just see one more example. A group of number is provided to you 21, 18, 24, 19, 27. Okay. Now, which is the median in this number? Which is the median in this set? Yes, answer me fast.
Sir, 21.
21 is the median because the sequence is arranged in the second step, and if you just count it from the left hand and right hand side, you find the 21 stand on the same position, that is the third position, and 21 is the median or middle value among the given data. Okay. Now the data is provided in even fashion or even numbers. If there are two middle term numbers, find the mean of these two numbers. अब आप इस सीरीज को नोट करें. In the counting, when we just arrange the data in a increasing order and we start counting from left hand side, we are not able to decide which one is the middle number. Okay. तो इस केस में क्या करते हैं? 1 2 3 from the right hand side and 1 2 3 from the left hand side. तो यहां पर अपने को थोड़ा सा डाउट है कि we cannot say that which number is the middle one. So in the case of even numbers or in the case of even series, the two numbers which is near about in the middle range, you add these two numbers and divide it by 2, that will give your middle value. Okay, that will give your middle value, and that middle value is not present in the series also. Keep in mind, in odd fashion or in odd numbers, the middle number is present in the series, but in the even numbers, even data set numbers, the middle value is not present in the series. But the method to calculate the middle value or median in even number of sets is very simple. You just add up two numbers in the middle and divide by 2. You will get the median. So 18, 19, 21, 25, 27, 28. The numbers are arranged from lowest to highest, and 21 and 25 stands in the middle value. So we cannot say that 21 and 25 are the median. Only a single digit or single number is the median. So to find out the single digit or single number, we add 21 plus 25 divided by 2, and the result come out to be, that is known as the median. See in this slide. If there are two middle numbers, find the mean of these two numbers. 21 plus 25 is come out to be 46. When 46 is divided by 2, the quotient come out to be 23, and this 23 is the median. Any doubt? Yes, anybody is having any doubt in finding out the median? When the data is provided in the odd series or in the even series, you can easily find out the middle value. In the odd series, you don't find any problem. You just arrange the numbers in a sequence and pick out the middle value, that is your median. But in the even data series, you just add two middle values divided by 2, and the quotient which is come out after dividing is known as the median of that series. Okay. Now, what is the median of the series data is provided to 16, 10, 7. Three numbers are provided to you. Arrange the data in a increasing order 7, 10, 16, and 10 is obvious a median. What is the median of these numbers? Arrange the data again in a increasing order, and by counting it is odd number of series. You just pick out the middle value. 11 is the middle value or median. Now this is the even series. So first you arrange the series in increasing order 2, 7, 12, 14, 19, 31. Okay. And if it is in odd fashion, then in even fashion, then you know that to calculate the median or middle value, we add two middle values. 12 plus 14 is the two middle values. So we just add these two middle values, 26, and divide by 2. 26 divided by 2 come out to be 13. So 13 is the middle value or median. You notice that 13 is not available in this series, but you can say that this is the median only. For finding out the median in the even series data, the method is this only. Okay. What is the median of these numbers? Again, it is even series. So you just add up two numbers, divide by 2, come out to be 60, and 60 is your median. These are very simple questions. I'll just move to the little bit harder after getting the concept. Once you get the concept, after that we are going to move with for the harder questions or typical questions. Okay. Now, next topic is mode. Mean, median, mode, and range. The third one is mode. So what do you mean by the mode? The definition says that mode is the most popular. Mode is the most popular. What do you mean by this most popular? Yes, Dipali? What do you mean by this most popular? बोलो दीपाली खंडेलवाल.
सर इसका यूज ज्यादा करते हो.
जिसका यूज ज्यादा करते हो. यस, अप्रोप्रिएट है और एग्जैक्ट भी है. मोस्ट पॉपुलर मीन if I'm talking about the data, this is the dictionary meaning of mode. Mode is the most popular. But if I'm talking about the data or in the terms of statistics, mode is the most repetitive value. जिसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी सबसे ज्यादा होगी उस नंबर को हम मोड बोलेंगे. इफ अ डेटा इज प्रोवाइडेड टू यू, अभी जैसे सपोज करो फॉर एन एग्जांपल, इफ आई एम सेइंग दैट ए क्लास ऑफ 60 स्टूडेंट इज देयर, और मैं एक आपको बोलता हूं कि ड्रॉ ए टेबल जिसमें मुझे मिड टर्म के मार्क्स चेक करने हैं कि हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स गॉट हाउ मेनी मार्क्स. तो मैंने एक रेंज डिसाइड कर दिया. 20 आपका मिड टर्म का मार्क्स होता है, 20 आउट ऑफ मैक्सिमम तो होता है. तो मैंने उसको 0 से 5 नंबर, 0 से 5 कितने लोगों, 0 से लेके 5 के बीच में कितने लोगों के मार्क्स हैं. ओके, यू हैड जस्ट पुट दैट 15 स्टूडेंट्स गॉट 0 to 5. ऐड करते जाना साइमल्टेनियस. 60 स्टूडेंट भी करना है और 20 मार्क्स तक पहुंचाना है ना. नाउ 6 to 10 नंबर के बीच की रेंज है, उसमें कितने स्टूडेंट्स के मार्क्स हैं? 6 to 10 नंबर्स के जो मार्क्स हैं उसमें कितने स्टूडेंट्स आ रहे हैं? अगेन वी अज्यूम दैट इट इज नंबर 15. ओके, 11 से 15 नंबर के बीच में कितने स्टूडेंट्स के मार्क्स हैं? तो यहां पर हम डिसाइड करते हैं कि रिमेनिंग 30 स्टूडेंट्स रह गए, तो 30 में से 20 स्टूडेंट्स गेट, हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स गेट? 20 स्टूडेंट्स गेट द मार्क्स विद इन द रेंज ऑफ 11 to 15. नाउ 16 to 20 मार्क्स कितने स्टूडेंट्स का है? दैट इज 10 स्टूडेंट्स. तो रेंज जो आपने डिसाइड की थी, उस रेंज में मैक्सिमम जो नंबर्स आ रहे हैं वो कितने स्टूडेंट्स के आ रहे हैं? कितने स्टूडेंट्स के आ रहे हैं? मैक्सिमम नंबर समझ रहे हो, जो रेंज में वेरी कर रहे हैं. जैसे मैंने बोला 11 से लेके 15 तक के मार्क्स के स्टूडेंट्स कितने हैं? द आंसर इज 20. तो हम ये कह देंगे कि भाई 11 से लेके या फिर हम ये कह सकते हैं, अगर आप इसको थोड़ा सा ब्रॉडली वैसे समझें, हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स गॉट 20 मार्क्स? हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट गॉट 20 आउट ऑफ 20? तो हम कहेंगे 10 स्टूडेंट्स. हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स गॉट 15 मार्क्स? तो हम कहेंगे 20 स्टूडेंट्स. हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स गेट 10 मार्क्स? तो हम ये कहेंगे 15 स्टूडेंट्स. हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स गेट 5 मार्क्स? तो दैट इज 15 स्टूडेंट्स. तो 5, 10, 15 और 20 4 मार्क्स में मैंने डिवाइड कर लिया, और 4 मार्क्स में डिवाइड कर लिया, 60 बच्चे मेरे पास, और बीच में कोई नंबर आ नहीं रहा है. हम ये मान के चल रहे हैं द 4 डिजिट्स आर फिक्स. ओके, इन्हीं में नंबर लेकर आने थे स्टूडेंट्स को, और वो नंबर इसी में लेकर आए. तो विच नंबर इज रिपीटेटिंग मोस्ट? कौन सा नंबर सबसे ज्यादा रिपीट हो रहा है? हाउ मेनी, विच मार्क्स इज रिपीटिंग मोर? ये बताओ चलो. बोलो भाई दीपाली.
ऐसे क्वेश्चन दोबारा रिपीट करना.
Question is this: we have 60 students in a class, and I want to make a table based on their midterm marks. और मैंने क्वेश्चन ये डाला कि सिर्फ स्टूडेंट्स की कैटेगरी जो है वो सिर्फ 4 तरह के मार्क्स ही उनको अलॉट हुए हैं. कितने तरह के मार्क्स अलॉट हुए हैं? 4 तरह के मार्क्स. एक कैटेगरी में 5 मार्क्स जितने भी आए हैं, जिनके भी 5 मार्क्स आए हैं, वो कितने स्टूडेंट थे? वो 15 स्टूडेंट्स हैं. Just note it down. 15 students get 5 marks. 15 students get 5 marks. 15 more students get 10 marks. 20 students get 15 marks. And 20 out of 20 marks get by 10 students. Clear? So which marks is getting by the most of the students? Which mark is getting by most of the student?
15.
15. Because 20 स्टूडेंट्स को कितने मार्क्स मिले? 15 मिले. तो उसकी नंबर ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी, दैट इज 15 की रिपीटेटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी. मोस्ट पॉपुलर हो गया कि फिर 15 नंबर ज्यादा आ रहे हैं, तो 15 इज द, अपन ये भी कह देंगे कि चलो 15 एक एवरेज भी हो सकता है, या 15 ज्यादातर लोगों के 15 मार्क्स भी आ रहे हैं. तो 15 इज बिकम मोर पॉपुलर और मोस्ट पॉपुलर. और ये इसका लेमन डेफिनेशन का इसका मतलब है विच नंबर इज रिपीटिंग मोर टाइम. विच नंबर इज रिपीटिंग मोर इन नंबर. सो दैट इज नोन एज द मोड ऑफ द सीरीज. उसी को हम मोड ऑफ द सीरीज कहेंगे. ओके, a la mode, the most popular or that which is in the fashion. Baseball caps are a la mode today, that is in the more fashion or most repeating. Now the definition: number that appear most frequently in a set of numbers. Now number that appears most frequently in a set of number. Now a set of number is provided to you: 1, 1, 3, 7, 10, 13. Now if I'm asking what is the mode of this series, what is the mode of this series? the mode come out to be 1 because 1 is repeating more than once. एक नंबर जो है एक से ज्यादा बार रिपीट हुआ है, तो जो ज्यादा बार रिपीट होगा, एक से ज्यादा बार रिपीट होगा, हम उसको उसके लिए कहेंगे कि वो उसका मोड है. क्लियर है? डू यू गेट द कंसेप्ट और नॉट, ऑल ऑफ यू? डू यू गेट द कंसेप्ट?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, find out the mode in the given series. The question is from you people. You have to answer what is the mode of this series. 21, 18, 24, 19, 18 is provided to you. And the series is arranged from decreasing to increasing order. Now, what is the mode? Mode
18.
18 is the mode, okay? Because 18 is repeat 2 times, okay? And 19, 21 are not repetitive. So 18 is the mode of the series. Now among the series 29, 8, 4, 8, 19 is given to you. Again you arrange the series from decreasing to increasing order, and which number is in most repetitive fashion is the mode. So 8 is repeating twice, so 8 is the mode, okay? Now a series is given to you 1, 2, 2, 9, 9, 4, 9, 10. Now arrange the series in increasing order first. 1, 2, 2, 4, 9, 9, 9, 10. Now if I'm analyzing the series, 2 repeating, the frequency of 2 is 2, the frequency of 9 is 3. So which is having the higher frequency? Which number is having the higher frequency? 9 is having the higher frequency. So higher frequency means the repetition, okay? Whenever I used to say the frequency word, that means the repetition. So 9 is having the higher frequency. So 9 is the mode of the series. Clear? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Now the sequence is given to you, arrange in increasing order 21, 21, 22, 27, 31, 32. 21 is repeating twice, so the frequency of 21 is 2, and the remaining all the numbers are having one frequency, so we can say that 21 is the mode. Now the last topic of the measure of central tendency, that is range. Range generally आप लोगों ने word भी सुना होगा, and you had studied in the physics also. Parabolic motion आपने पढ़ा होगा. You had studied the parabolic motion in class 11th, or it may be in 12th, I don't know, but somewhere in the 11th and 12th. There you find the range of any parabolic figure. अगर आपने एक स्टोन थ्रो किया है या फिर आपने एक बॉल थ्रो किया है, तो उस वक्त हम एक कैलकुलेट करते थे कि उसका मैक्सिमम रेंज कितना होगा, और कौन से एंगल से मैं उस बॉल को थ्रो करूं या स्टोन को थ्रो करूं, तो इट अचीव द मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस, एंड द मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस इज नोन एज द रेंज. यानी कि लोएस्ट हाईएस्ट माइनस लोएस्ट फिगर इज नोन एज द रेंज. तो इन द वेरी सेम वे हियर इज द रेंज. तो आपको रेंज क्या है, वही चीज है, कोई इसमें ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है. स्टैटिक्स में भी रेंज वही सेम मीनिंग है. तो रेंज इज द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन the greatest and the least value in the set of numbers. Okay, suppose a set of number is provided to you 1, 1, 3, 7, 10, 13. So first you all arrange the number in an increasing order, and you subtract the highest number from the lowest number, and the result come out to be known as range. So by observing this set of a series, 13 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. So 13 minus 1 is equals to 12. So the range of the series is 12. Okay. So very simple concept. You just subtract highest number from the lowest number. That is called range. Now find the range in a group of number. Again, a series is provided to you 21, 18, 24, 19, 27. Now what is the range? Calculate करके बताओ फटाफट.
9.
Pardon?
9.
9. How many you got the 9 answer? Aranjita? Aranjita, what is your answer? Yes, Himanshi?
Sir, 9.
9. I think Aranjita had. I think she is not in the class. Okay. Anyway, 27 minus 18 करना आपको simple सा. So it come out to be 9. So we can say the range of the given set is 9. Okay, the range is 9. What is the range of the given number? 29, 8, 4, 8, 19. Arrange the number in the increasing order. 29 minus 4 come out to be 25. So we can say the range of the number is 25. So this is all about the mean, median, mode and range. Okay. So just see, let's see one more example. Arrange the number in a sequence. 32 minus 21 come out to be 11. The range is 11. Okay. Again, a series of set is provided to you. Arrange the sequence in a increasing order. 31 minus 3 come out to be 28. 28 is the range. A series is provided to you. Again, you arrange the number in increasing order. 41 minus 7 come out to be 34 is the range. Okay. So this is all about. Thank you for today's class. Do you have any query? Yes, any query?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir. कुछ क्वेरी पूछ भी लिया करो कभी कभार. या तो मैं इतना अच्छा पढ़ा रहा हूँ कि आप लोगों को क्वेरी नहीं है, हैं? या फिर आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है इसलिए आपको क्वेरी आ नहीं रही. दो ही कारण होता है कि अगर इफ यू डोंट हैव एनी क्वेरी, so what is the reason you are not asking the query? Yes,
Sir, first reason है.
first reason है. Okay, anyway, thanks to all of you. Now merits and demerits of arithmetic mean. Merits, it is rigidly defined. It is easy to understand and easy to calculate. If the number of items is sufficiently large, it is more accurate and more reliable. It is calculated value and is not based on its position in the series. It is possible to calculate even if some of the details of the data are lacking. Of all averages, it is affected least by the fluctuation of sampling. It provides a good basis for comparison. Demerits, it cannot be obtained by inspection nor located through a frequency graph. It cannot be in the study of qualitative phenomena, not capable of numerical measurement, that is intelligence, duty, honesty, etc. It can ignore any single item only at the risk of losing its accuracy. It is affected very much by extreme values. It cannot be calculated for open-end classes. It may lead to the fallacious conclusion if the details of the data from which it is computed are not given. We had completed this median marriage mode. Now come to the marrieds and demerits. Okay. Now come to the geometric mean. The geometric mean of a series containing n observation is the nth root of the product of the values. Whatever the observation is given to you, or the series of observation which is given to you, you need to find out the geometric mean. Then you just do the product and take the nth root, or whatever the number of observation is given to you. According to that, you just take the root of or nth root if the n observations are given, and finally take the logarithm on both sides and apply the property of logarithm also. So log m to the power n can be written as n log m. So 1 by n log x1, x2, x3 multiplication. And we know that again the logarithmic property of log a dot b dot c dot is can be written as log a plus b plus c plus d. Similarly, applying the whole logarithmic property, it can be written as 1 by n log x1 plus log x2. So individually calculate the logarithmic values of the observation, then do the summation, divide by the total number of observation, and take the antilog of this. This will give the geometric mean. So for grouped data, this formula can be given as by the simple multiplication of the frequency. So geometric mean is used in studies like bacterial growth, cell division, etc. These are some examples. With the help of example, you just go through the examples for the raw data or group data and calculate the geometric mean. Example, this is again the second example in which 6 observations are given. This is the grouped database example. So here the frequency is given. Multiply the frequency with the logarithmic values of the observation, do the summation, and put in the formula, take the antilog. Finally, you will get the answer. It come out to be 96.43. Next, geometric mean for the continuous type of or class distribution type data. The example is given in the class range 60 to 80. Frequency is 22, 80 to 100, 38, 100 to 120, 45, 120 to 140, 35, and 140 to 160, 20. So the total number of frequency or the observations is 60. So you need to create the table because we need the data according to this table, and we will put the data in the formula and calculate the formula, do the calculation and get final result like this. And this come out to be 106.23. Now, harmonic mean. Harmonic mean of set of observation is defined as the reciprocal of arithmetic average of the reciprocal of the given values. So, what are the observations are given to you? You just take the reciprocal, suppose the reciprocate all the observation and do the arithmetic mean of all the reciprocated values, and whatever the result come out after doing the average of the reciprocated observation, again do the reciprocal, and this will give the harmonic mean. The harmonic mean we use when we are dealing with speed, rates, etc. These are the examples to calculate the harmonic mean. The calculation of harmonic mean is little bit difficult because when you just do the reciprocation of the observation, the values come out to be in the terms of decimal points, and while dealing with the decimal values we need a special care, and we put all these values in the formula and get the result. Merits of harmonic mean: it is rigidly defined, it is defined on all observations, it is amenable to further algebraic treatment, it is the most suitable average which when it is desired to give greater weight to smaller observations and less weight to the larger ones. Demerits of harmonic mean: it is not easily understood, it is difficult to compute, it is only a summary figure and may not be the actual item in the series. It gives greater importance to small items and is therefore useful only when small items have to be given greater weightage. It is rarely used in grouped data. So these are the some disadvantages of harmonic mean. Now, quartile. So we will study or start the quartile in the next lecture. Thank you. Thank you all.